Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract prosperity so easily, while others live in an endless cycle of bills, worries, and scarcity? The answer may lie in something much simpler, and more powerful, than you might think: prayer. But not just any prayer. We're talking about a 2-minute nighttime ritual that can reprogram your mind for abundance, and transform your relationship with money in surprising ways. Yes, it sounds bold. But what if I told you that by using the right moment of the day, that brief moment before bed, you can access your subconscious and activate a field of limitless possibilities? This technique doesn't require candles, complicated mantras, or hours of meditation. All you need is intention, visualization, and consistency. Oh, and of course, knowing exactly what to say and feel in those precious 2 minutes. In this content, you will discover how to saturate your mind with thoughts of wealth, how to trick the subconscious, in your favor, with vivid images of money, and how to create a ritual as simple as brushing your teeth, but as powerful as a change of destiny. Ready to open the doors of abundance before you even fall asleep? So stay with me until the end. You know that moment when you're about to fall asleep, with your thoughts wandering wildly, almost floating? That's where the 2-minute prayer comes in, a simple but profoundly transformative ritual. Instead of letting your mind wander, you direct it with intention, activating a state of attunement with abundance. The idea here is not to pray on autopilot, but rather to apply feeling, focus, and a pinch of true faith. Think of it as if you were making a request to the universe, and it clearly heard you. Now, imagine saying something like, "I am grateful for all the prosperity that already surrounds me. Money flows easily to me. My subconscious is aligned with abundance." Whether you say it quietly or just in your head, the important thing is to feel it. This isn't just a prayer, it's a mental reprogramming code that works behind the scenes of your reality. You plant the seed of wealth right there, in that sacred moment before sleep. And believe me, this fertile soil is powerful. It's not about an instant miracle. It's about creating a daily practice that shapes your mind to receive, without resistance. These 2 minutes may seem silly to those who still live in the logic of scarcity, but for those who understand the value of mental saturation and visualization, they become a game changer. Over time, this small nightly habit becomes a bridge between where you are and where you want to be financially. Let's imagine this: your mind is like a cup. If you fill that cup with thoughts of scarcity, fear, and doubt, guess what overflows? More scarcity. Now, if you start saturating your mind with ideas of abundance, prosperity, and possibility, over time, there's no room left for limiting beliefs. Mental saturation works like an internal cleansing. You don't fight the negative thoughts, you just replace them with new ones, higher, richer, more aligned with who you want to become. The best way to start this process is with repetition. It is not enough to think about money once and expect results. You need to immerse yourself in this universe, soak your mind in it. Use positive affirmations throughout the day, visualize scenes of wealth, and talk to yourself as if prosperity were already a reality. Read books like The Secret of the Millionaire Minda Think and Grow Rich. They help keep the glass full of the right ideas. And most importantly, be consistent, even when the results don't appear yet. Mental saturation doesn't require physical effort, but rather emotional commitment. When you find yourself automatically thinking about abundance, even when a challenge arises, it's a sign that the cup is overflowing. This doesn't happen overnight, but it's an inevitable process if you stay focused. The more you feed your subconscious with images, words, and feelings of prosperity, the more it accepts this as truth. And when your subconscious believes it, the game changes. What few people know is that, in the minutes before falling asleep, our mind enters a state called hypnagogic, a kind of bridge between the conscious and the subconscious. It is at this exact moment that you have direct access to the part of the mind that controls your habits, beliefs and automatic decisions. If you want to plant ideas of prosperity, this is the ideal ground. A well-directed prayer here has a much greater impact than during the day, when the mind is agitated and distracted. By repeating positive affirmations before bed, such as, "I accept abundance in my life," or "Money comes to me easily," you are giving commands to your subconscious. It doesn't distinguish between the real and the imagined, which is why visualization works so well. The key is in emotion. The more you feel it to be true, the more the subconscious records it. And this is what begins to shape your external reality, as if the universe is responding to your deepest thoughts. So, establish a ritual. 5 minutes before going to bed, turn off the lights, take a deep breath, repeat your prayers with intention and see yourself already living the life you want. Feel the joy of having financial freedom, imagine your bills paid, your trips taken, your dreams fulfilled. The subconscious loves vivid images. And if you do this consistently, it will start working for you even while you sleep. It's like letting a team of manifestors work silently, night after night. Have you ever noticed how your brain responds better when you involve your senses in what you desire? In the money visualization technique, it's not enough to just imagine the money flying around in your head. You need to feel the smell of the notes, the texture of the paper, the weight in your hand, and even the sound of the coins falling into the piggy bank. This multisensory ritual creates an image so real that your subconscious begins to accept this wealth as something tangible, a normal part of your life, almost as if you were living it there, in that moment. A practical example is to take a real bill, observe every detail, close your eyes and try to relive that feeling mentally before going to sleep. Imagine that you are counting the money, feeling the satisfaction of having enough, even excess. If you don't have cash nearby, you can use images or photos of bills, as the important thing is to create this mental saturation. The more concrete and real this exercise is, the greater the power of persuasion of your subconscious mind. And the coolest thing is that this doesn't require a huge investment of time, just discipline and creativity. Turn this moment into a kind of game with yourself, where the prize is prosperity. Consistency is the secret to ensuring that your brain, before falling asleep, is lulled into an atmosphere of abundance and certainty. The subconscious, saturated with these images, begins to shape your financial reality based on this new programming. There is no magic without discipline. The 2-minute prayer only really works if you are consistent. There is no point in saying that powerful prayer once, expecting miraculous results and then forgetting about it the next day. It is the daily repetition, that simple routine, that will saturate your mind and program your subconscious for prosperity. Think of it like brushing your teeth, a habit that you don't skip, because you know it makes a difference in the long run. Faith, or true belief, is the fuel for this practice. It's not enough to just memorize words and repeat them like a parrot. You need to internalize the feeling that you deserve abundance, that the universe is conspiring in your favor. Doubts are the greatest saboteurs, so eliminate any mental resistance, even if it's little by little. If a doubt arises, write it down, observe it, and return your focus to images of wealth and prosperity. It's a mental workout, and like any workout, it requires patience and dedication. And don't be discouraged if the results take a while to appear. Consistency creates deep, invisible roots that, over time, blossom into real opportunities. Believe that each prayer before going to sleep is an investment in your financial future. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be consistent. It is this daily addition, this mental saturation with thoughts of abundance, that will become a continuous and natural flow in your life. Have you ever thought about creating your own vision board, full of images of money, prosperity and financial goals? This vision board works as a powerful reinforcement for your prayer and visualization before bed. When you look at these images, your brain quickly absorbs the message of abundance, as if you were watching a trailer of your prosperous life. It's a practical and even fun way to keep your mind saturated with what you want to attract. To start, choose photos of banknotes, objects that represent financial success, even magazine clippings or digital prints. Place the panel somewhere you see it every day, near your bed, on the bathroom mirror, or even as your cell phone wallpaper. The important thing is that these images make you feel the emotion of achievement, as if you were already living this reality. When the subconscious feeds on these representations, it begins to create paths for them to become real. And there's no need to complicate it. The idea is to use the panel as a daily visual stimulus, combining it with the prayer and visualization you do before bed. Thus, you immerse yourself in a complete immersion of abundance, saturating your mind with images, words and feelings. The more you engage your senses, the stronger the connection to the state of prosperity becomes. And believe me, the subconscious loves this sensory repetition. After learning about this 2-minute prayer before bed and understanding how to saturate your mind, access the subconscious and use visualization to attract money and abundance, the question remains, are you ready to transform your life? The real power is in your consistency and the faith you place in this process. How about starting today, creating your nightly ritual, and seeing how small changes can open giant doors? Reflect. What beliefs about money still need to be released so that you can let prosperity flow? How can you strengthen your daily commitment so that this habit becomes a natural part of your routine? Remember, every thought and every prayer counts. The path to abundance is just one step away, you just have to decide to take that step. And if you want to continue this journey towards prosperity, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. This way, you don't miss out on any content that can help you keep your mind and heart aligned with wealth. After all, transforming your relationship with money is an adventure worth sharing.